Hello, this is Mr. Gallagher. I will be going over homework 31. So number 8 on that says y is 5 less than the product of 4 and x. Y is 5 less than the product of 4 and x. And if you see that is means equal, so y equals 5 less than the product of 4 and x is 4x minus 5. So 5 less than means minus 5. So number 9 says c is 8 more than half of n would be c is 8 more than half of n. Number 10 says 7 less than 3/5 of B is A. 7 less than 3/5, so minus 7. 3/5, so 3/5 of B. 7 less than 3/5 of B is A. 7 less than 3/5 of B is A. So 11 says 2.5 more than the quotient of H and 3 is W. So 2.5 plus the quotient of H and 3 means this. H and 3 is means equals is W. So those are your 4 rules from the sentence. Okay? So let's move on to the next set, which is what is it here? Shoot. 13. So 13 says pizza. The price of a pizza is $6.95 plus 95 cents for each topping. So the price of a pizza is equal to $6.95. Got to write a rule for that. Plus, that's the cost of the pizza, plus 0.95 times T for topping. So price and topping. You're multiplying 95 cents per topping. I think it's 95 cents. Yeah. So that's the rule. P equals 6.95 plus 0.95 times T. All right. That was 13. Now 15. All right. 15 says the almond extract remaining. So the almond extract remaining in an 8-ounce bottle decreases by 1/6 of an ounce for each batch of waffle cookies. Okay, so the amount is the total, all right, which is 8, and you're going to take 8 ounces, take away 1/6 of an ounce for every B for every batch. So you multiply 1/6 times B and subtract that from 8 to get the amount left. All right, so that was 15, yeah. It's getting those function rules from the words. 17 says a team of divers assembles at an elevation of -10 feet relative to the surface. Okay, so here's the surface of the water, and then -10 is when they start. And then the team dives at a rate of -50. So the rate is -50 per minute. -50 feet per minute. So a rate gets multiplied by however many minutes. Okay? So if you want to write the depth, we're going to start at -10. This is when we start. Okay? Now we're going to add -50 times the number of minutes. So if it's -50 feet per minute, we multiply -50 times the number of minutes to figure out the depth. So we're either going to go up or down, but in this case, they're going down. -50 feet per minute. Okay, so this is down. So the function rule is d equals -10 plus negative 50 times t for time. All right, that's 17. And let's see, we have 31, 37, 53. So 31 says, make a table and graph each set of ordered pairs, then write a function rule. So negative 4, 7, and I'm going to do the first 4 because that's enough. So negative 4, 7, negative 3, 6. Negative 2, 5. And negative 1, 4. Okay, so what do we do? Well, we get a table. And then we can see the values of x and the values of y. And then we got to get a rule for that. And the rule on that is that it's going to follow y equals mx plus b. And m is the this number here is going to be the change in y, so it's the change y makes over the change x makes. So we look at our x's and y's on this table and we figure out what this fraction is right here. And then this is the start point. Kind of like that negative 10 up here. So the start point. Now, the start point is when x equals 0. Okay? So if I go and fill in this table, I go negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. Those are all my x values. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1. And then the y values will be 7, 6, 5, and 4. Now we've got to think of a rule, so it's y equals. Now, what is the change in y over the change in x? Well, the change in y we see is minus 1. So that's how y is changing. So it's minus 1. And then let's look how x is changing. That's plus 1. So that's negative 1 over plus 1, which is negative 1, times x, okay, plus, well, we don't know when x is 0, so we have to figure it out. All right, so when x is 0, y is 3. So that 3 goes there. All right, so that 3 is the start point. So the answer to number 31 is y equals negative 1x plus 3. That's the rule that these ordered pairs will follow. Okay? Like negative 1 times 4 plus 3 is 7. Negative 1 times negative 3 plus 3 is 6, and so on. All right, that's 31. And then we have 37. Right, 37 says y equals 9 minus x. And we have to graph that. So what we do is make a table, and we put our x's in. Now, if there's no fraction, x starts out at negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. And then we can write the rule right here, y equals 9 minus x, and we substitute it. Y equals 9 minus negative 2, y equals 9 minus negative 1, y equals 9 minus 0, y equals 9 minus 1, and then y equals 9 minus 2. So then this is equal to 11, this is equal to 10, this is equal to 9, this is equal to 8, this is equal to 7. So the order of pairs, the x, y's that I'm going to graph in this problem will be negative 2, 11, negative 1, 10, negative 0, 9, 1, 8, 2, 7. And that graph you can draw on graph paper is best. So I will view some graph paper here. Okay. So I'm going to go, let me erase this here and put the graph on the line. Put this graph on a line. The x-axis on a line and the y-axis. Okay. Negative 2, 11, negative 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right there. Negative 1, 10, negative 1, and then up to 10, 0, 9, 1, 8. You can see the pattern here. And I'm going to draw a line. Okay? That's 37, and then 53 on the homework assignment is a fraction problem. So negative 4 times 7, negative 7 over 2. So I'm going to do this by hand. I'm not going to use a calculator because I can see that these two have a common factor of 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. Negative 4 divided by 2 is 2. And this negative make the positive. 2 times 7 is what you get, so you should end up with 14. All right, that's this homework explained, and I hope that helps.